Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Shalon, Self-Love Queen Passionista and Emotional Energy Alchemist, and I'm here to help you along your self-love journey and navigate the energies around you, and just help you with developing a stronger relationship with yourself. So we are going to pull some oracle cards today and see what messages and guidance are coming up. I'm using the Rose Oracle card deck again. So let's just see what's coming through today for the energies, what guidance. Oh, 3 came out right away. Beautiful. So the first one is the Mystic Rose. Compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. And I feel like this is really tapping into showing yourself some compassion and grace. We are so hard on ourselves all the time, and it's about releasing that. The need for perfection, the need to be doing all the time, celebrating yourself, giving yourself the compassion that you're needing. That's about also nurturing that inner child again, right? So let's see what the book has to say. The rose was a symbol of the goddesses of old, so it's no wonder that when Christianity absorbed large parts of the indigenous Celtic traditions in Europe, the mother goddess, Mother Mary, became associated with the rose. Perhaps the reason Mary is so beloved is because she was the only mother goddess who could be worshipped safely, and as such carries with her the devotion and yearning of all those who long to worship the goddess in a feminine form. Mary's connection with the rose is seen in some of her titles, including Rosa Mystica, sorry, the Mystic Rose, and the Rose Without Thorns. Like those of the pagan goddesses before her, the possessions that honored Mary involved walking on rose petals. The church altered the stories of goddesses past, including those that featured roses such as Aphrodite, turning those that featured, turning the white rose red with her blood, putting Mary in the goddess's place. Churches were erected all over Europe and beyond, in many cases on the site of Celtic temples and places of goddess worship. Many had beautiful rose windows in the west, the direction of the feminine, in dedication to Mary, Mother of the Rose. So this is a card of compassion, devotion, and grace. It encourages us to soften toward humanity and to endeavor to see the world and see those who have hurt us with understanding and an open heart and deep humility, to see that we all carry hurt and are wounded. All right. And when we can actually give that compassion to ourselves. We find that it's easier actually to give compassion to others sometimes than it is to give compassion to ourselves. But in doing so, we free ourselves and we free them, right? And when we don't forgive other people for them, we forgive other people for ourselves, right? Because it's a burden that we're carrying. And it can be very heavy. So we have all experienced severing Mother Mary. We have all experienced severing. Mother Mary is inviting you to open your heart to humanity when you most want to close it. All right. So your soul inquiry is, how are you being called to show compassion today? Beautiful. So the next card is We Are Nature, becoming grounded, embodied, living in connection. So this is realizing that we are one with the earth, right? We are all interconnected, and about getting outside and spending time in nature. Actually, not in nature, but with nature, right? And becoming one with the earth. So this is why we feel better when we spend time outside, right? when we're connecting with the grass and the soil and the trees. So we've built a world on top of the world. If you look up the word nature in a dictionary, you'll see a reference to plants, animals, and landscapes as opposed to humans. We speak of getting into nature or getting grounded as something we need to do. We've forgotten that we don't exist in nature. We are nature. Indigenous earth-based traditions have always seen the planet and all things as interconnected and sacred. Humans as one with earth itself. The earth and Mother Rose are calling us back to the earth, to weave the sacred back in, to weave nature back into the center of our everyday lives, to see ourselves as nature and to spend more time interacting with the living natural world, returning to nature. How's your connection with nature? What's your relationship with your own body? How can you live in a more grounded way? Interesting. What's your relationship with your own body? Are you loving towards your body? Are you critical towards your body? Because if we are nature, we are just as magnificent as the tree stands. We are as beautiful as the flower around us. We are as incredible as the sun sets and rises, because we are nature, right? So it's about celebrating those aspects of ourselves. We can find it easy to find beauty and awe in those things around us, but it's about finding that beauty and awe in ourselves as well, right? So this card is an invitation to develop a deeper connection with the earth, to actively spend time with the physical, natural world around you, to tend it and to take care and to take your place as a custodian of it, to see the sacred in all of life, to notice the changing seasons around you and within you. Okay, we have changing seasons within us that it is important to honor as well. Okay, as women, every month we have these changes of seasons within us, right? We cannot operate and go all the time. It is not in our seasons, right? We have times where it is like time to get things done. We have times when we're more creative. We have times when we just need to nurture and love ourselves and to just like be and rest. Okay. And honoring those and tapping into those cycles in our body, right? And they change all the time. As we change, they change, right? To remember that you are nature and that you'll always find your true nature in nature, right? That's why it's so important to spend time outside, because it's coming back to ourselves, to our true oneness, to embrace your body as your home and the planet as your mother. So your soul inquiry is, how can you connect more deeply with nature and your own true nature? How can you return more to the earth? All right. I make a point. I was just outside spending time in nature and getting grounded, because I feel we're centered and aligned before I even am able to come on and do these videos for you. I want to be in a more aligned center place to be able to deliver and receive messages. So the next card is the grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. All right. This is all about going back and tapping into your ancestral, your maternal line for sure, because it's the grandmothers, right? Remember your roots. Trusting the weavings, right? Think about everything. It's actually amazing. I was listening to this other reader the other day, and she pointed out, and it is so very true, that to think about everything that our ancestors before us had to endure just so that we could exist here on this earth right now is magnificent in itself. Because in the grand scheme of things, we have it pretty damn easy compared to everything that they endured. And when I think about just back to my grandmothers and how they used to live, they were badass women. Like, sometimes no power, sometimes no water. I don't want to live like that. I would never want to live like that. That's probably why I don't like camping. But just the fact that they endured all those hardships so that you could be here on this earth right now and make a difference as well is pretty incredible. So the grandmothers. The rose was here long before you and me, and long before humanity itself. She holds within her the rememberings of civilization's past roots that reach back for millions of years and hold the codes of creation. They carry with them the songs of the ancient grandmothers of the earth. Can you hear their song? When this card appears in a spread, it's an invitation to reach all the way back, to go forward, to reach your roots deep, to soar high, to tap into the ancestral gifts that your grandmothers gave you, right? The ancient grandmothers are calling for you to remember the wisdom of your ancestry long before colonialism severed so much that's sacred, before the rise and fall of empires and entire civilizations, all the way back to the origins of humanity. They're calling you to play your part in this time of healing, to heal and integrate what you've inherited in your ancestral line. It's not personal. These are changing, healing times that we came here for, to reconnect and reach all the way back to the original grandmother, which the great mother, I believe, just came out in the reading yesterday. So, and to see our role as the ancestors of those who are yet to come. When I actually had a conversation with a beautiful lady that I know, and we were discussing about, because I said to her, I stressed to her how much I wanted to leave a legacy, right, for my children and my grandchildren. And to me, that meant financial security, right? Which is something that I can still offer them. But the work and the healing and everything that I'm doing now in order to help shift my ancestral line is part of the legacy that I'm leaving for my children and my grandchildren, right? Doing the work to stop those limiting beliefs, right? Doing the work to switch the narrative that has been passed down from, like, you know, generation to generation, because it's all like imprinted on us, right? And it's about changing those so that we can live this abundant, glorious life, right? And switching the lack mentality. We grow up in a world, so many of my clients, when they come and I talk to them, they have such a very pessimistic, negative lack mentality. We live in an abundant universe. We are surrounded by abundance all the time, right? Just look at all the leaves on the trees. There's an abundance of leaves. There is an abundance of love. There is an abundance of joy. There is an abundance of people in general, right? All working together for the greater good of this world. We are all one. We all have the same vision of a better world, right? So that in itself is pretty amazing. Sorry, I went on this rampage. I'm like, where am I? To remain grounded and rooted in your life so that no matter how rocky things get, you always know that you are home. And your home is here, right? No matter what, your home is within. So your rose transmission is, just breathe this in. I reach my roots all the way back to go forward. I call upon the sacred strength and support of my ancestors who did not forget to be with me now. I acknowledge the difficulties and what's coming up to be healed, and I do so for all who are yet to come. Beautiful, because your ancestors are with you, right? Not in true human form, but they are here supporting you, and you can call on them at any time. You just need to ask, right? They cannot intervene unless it's, you know, something for your greater good. Then they will tend to, if you're off course or if there's something that's going to happen, they will intervene. Usually angels will do this, but your ancestors, whenever you need them, you just call on them. So beautiful messages for today. I hope that those resonate with you. Let me know in the comments how that is. If you are interested in further guidance on your self-love journey, I do Soul-Filled Oracle card coaching, where we go into clearing things, limiting beliefs, things that are holding you back and keeping you stuck. And then we, sorry, and then I also help you with like tips and tools and tricks and everything to help you along your journey and shift your perspective. And we also use some light language in there for activation, and as well as if you're looking for a group program to find your tribe of like-minded women, I offer Self-Love Queen Academy. That's going to be starting up again in the fall. So the links for those will be in my description below. With the Self-Love Queen Academy, we tap into healing the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and doing the inner child work, and as well as supporting yourself, mind, body, and soul, and just focusing on stepping into that divine queen energy. So yeah, I would love for you to follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Instagram, I'm Shalon_self-love-queen. On Facebook, just Shalon Lockhart. So remember, you weren't meant to blend in. You were born to shine. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.